I guess you're not doing that wrong. I don't like the intensity, but it is kind of how you have to interact with my personality. You do have to be intense with me sometimes.
Do you think so? Want to play again? So we've been playing real games together for about 3 years, a little bit longer. Even now, today, it's still hard to get you to try a new game, to play games that, like, I think you should know that you like.
Yeah. Like Magic.
Like Magic, right? Because I know that you like Magic, that complicated building decks and destroying 5 people in a commander game. Like, I know that's something you're interested in.
Yeah.
But somehow you forget that you're interested in that. I want this video to be helpful for someone else who's got a kid like you. Because I've read comments from people on YouTube where they're like, yeah, my 15-year-old won't play Warhammer with me and whatever. What is it I'm doing that is actually getting you to play the games? Like, what am I doing right?
You're continuing to try even though I resist.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that seems to be the thing that annoys you most. Is when
it annoys me the most, but it gets me to play.
Okay, well, I dare to ask the question: is it valuable for you to play? Like, and don't think, I know that sounds like a leading question. Like, don't.
Yeah, it's still valuable for me to play. I enjoy the games when I play them, but I'm lazy and I think I don't want to.
What else am I doing right?
You're investing time into the games to learn them, to make it as easy as possible for me to get into it once you finally get me to play it.
That's crazy.
No,
talk.
It makes it so once I finally like end up playing, it's like smoother because you know more of the rules, and it's easier to like track characters because the models are painted. It makes the game like run more smoothly.
What other things am I doing correctly that I should keep doing?
You organize the game nights by like sending out messages and trying to like communicate to everyone what we're gonna do and when everything's happening.
That's one of the things I just gave out as a job. Someone else is doing that from now on.
They're about to, but currently you've been doing
Currently
that.
I have been doing that, yeah. So in making sure that things are organized and scheduled and occurring, you telling me these things I'm doing right is helpful, because a lot of the things you're telling me that I'm doing right, I actually thought I should stop doing that, or I should put less effort in to areas. You know, it's I
think that's one of the things you're doing the best, is that you're continuing to try even when it's difficult.
So you acknowledge it's difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm difficult.
Okay. What am I doing wrong?
I think maybe you're being a little too intense about trying to get me to play. Like, feels like you're really frustrated with me a lot. And not the being frustrated, but I guess the amount you're frustrated makes me feel I don't know.
Okay, maybe you can try and tell me more about that, because I'm not getting what you're saying. So hold on. So you're saying, so I'm intense. How is it that I'm? What about my intensity? Tell me about the intensity that you don't like. Like, what do you mean? Because some of the intensity is, there's about 20 commander decks over there that are sleeved and boxed and ready for people to play, depending on what they want to play. I would call that intensity.
Not that.
But that is intensity.
That's intensity into the game and trying to get it to run smoothly by having everything available for people to play. That's not bad intensity. But the intensity is like you being frustrated when we're not playing, which is not a bad thing. Like,
hold on. Me being frustrated when you're not playing, what do you mean?
certain games. Like if we're not playing.
Oh, you won't try this game with me or this game with me. And I'm okay.
That being a little too intense about.
But you do understand that I have a tabletop gaming YouTube channel that I'm trying to run because of reasons, you know.
Because you're trying to help other people.
The intensity is also, like, if it wasn't for the intensity, we wouldn't be playing the Divine Comedy tabletop RPG. Yeah. We wouldn't have experienced Kill Team. There's a lot of, like, that intensity you're complaining about that is what gets me to look for what would actually be the best game for a group of people. You know, and I
guess you're not doing that wrong. I don't like the intensity, but it is kind of how you have to interact with my personality. You do have to be intense with me sometimes.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because I'm very resistant to doing things I don't want to, and you have to be intense to get me to do them.
Okay, so can we check off the list that my intensity is not a thing I'm doing wrong? The intensity is necessary, and you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Even though I don't like it, it's I'm gonna put that in the "you're doing it right" section.
Darn. Okay. All right. So what's another thing I'm doing wrong?
I guess maybe over-investing in games that might not work. Like Necromunda.
Okay. So I'm not wrong about Necromunda.
It's just too complicated for who you think it'll work for.
Again, I'm not wrong about Necromunda. Necromunda would be a perfect tabletop RPG to play a long campaign in.
I'm not saying it's or a perfect, like, not RPG.
It's the exact kind of war game that you'd love to play.
Okay.
You would love to play a war game that you build up your guys as you go.
I understand what you're talking about, but I don't. It's not going to work for who you thought it would. Like, it wasn't going to be a simple game.
Sure. Okay. Over-investing. Okay, fine. Yeah. I will consider that. I did make a video a few days ago mentioning that one of the big mistakes I make is over-investing or diving into games intensely.
Sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't. So,
again, I'm trying to run a tabletop gaming channel.
Yeah.
So when I go and pick up a bunch of different paints, I'm not just doing it to find what's the best paint. I'm trying to figure out all the paints.
To figure out who you can recommend to what.
Well, which ones are working. I'm not trying to make
recommend to who.
Let me see if I can explain some of the things that I thought process through. Okay, when I'm thinking about different games here, I'm thinking about what would work for you. But what I'm trying to take away from it is, imagine you've got a mom and dad, and each of them are working like a 40-hour work week, trying to manage their livelihood, but they also want time to play with their kids. Yeah. Right? When are those people building and painting terrain?
Maybe on a weekend, but...
Oh, but maybe that's the time they get to play with their kids.
Yeah, so maybe after their kids go to bed if they're young enough.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So because they have a diet of Monster Energy drink and cocaine, they're up until 3 o'clock in the morning painting miniatures and then getting up at 5 for work. Like, no, that's why I'm like, hey,
what is the fastest way you can paint miniatures?
Not just that, but like, what's a game that you could play where you don't even have to paint the miniatures? Or what's a game you could play without terrain? Right? What's a game that you can play that's like a war game?
And Aristea is...
Yes.
Were the miniatures already assembled?
Already assembled, in the box.
So you don't even need to paint them?
No, you don't have to paint them. You can
Are
just
they
use...
colored?
No. I don't think so. The point is, I'm finding things that you like, but I'm not just trying to find things you like. I'm trying to find things that work for your brother, work for your friends. When I'm looking at different games and I'm spreading myself... It's funny you mentioned this was a negative, because this is one of the things that was on my list of negatives, spreading myself around. I know that that's a negative thing, that I'm trying to invest in all these different games, but I'm trying to figure out things not just for me and you and our family. I'm trying to get to know them, to go, hey, if you're interested in a really awesome war game that you can set up in 5 minutes and play in an hour and a half.
And that's pretty simple.
this is an excellent game. If you're looking for a different, like this one's also probably same thing, right? I haven't had a chance to play it because you don't want to play these games.
Yeah.
You're telling me things I'm doing wrong. Sorry. Go ahead. So, over-investing, but that's also good sometimes.
Yeah.
Being too intense, but that's mostly good.
Yes.
And then the last one was spreading myself out into different things. Man, seriously, you were like 1 for 1 on all the things that I had as a list that I'm doing wrong. Go ahead. What else? If you don't have another one, it's okay. Okay, so
I can't think of any others right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're mostly doing things right, trying to interact with me, but I'm just really difficult and resistant.
Okay.
Which makes the things you're doing right seem wrong to me because I don't like them.
Okay, so I just need to consider that you might just be trying to rebel from anything that I say to do.
Not necessarily. Like, some of it's that I want to play the games I already know I enjoy because I want to be really good at one thing, not necessarily good at a lot of different things, and that's sort of like my personality type. I want to be really good at things, not just decent at everything.
Okay. I bet there's a lot of kids who play video games that feel that way too. I'm already good at Roblox or Minecraft or Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn this dumb game with your miniatures and your
Yeah.
and your podunk dice. Yeah. Let's say there's a parent out there that's trying to get their kid to play games with them. Dungeons and Dragons or Warhammer or whatever. What is something that parent can do to make the kid interested in the game?
Trying to find people the kid respects and playing with that person. Like, you playing with Marshall really helped me to get into Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Okay.
And it also helped me to get into Kill Team.
Okay. So trying to get that kid's friends to play the game, or aunts and uncles, or
aunts and uncles probably more,
or adult friends or something.
Yeah,
okay,
like aunts and uncles is like one of the better things. Like,
so
also having Robert to play with.
Yeah, your uncle. Yep.
Like, for Marvel Crisis Protocol is really helpful. I really enjoy playing with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you're saying it's easier or better or something if the parent's not trying to play with the kid themselves, but trying to get the kid to play with friends.
Because sometimes you're like, my parent's stupid and they're like trying to get me to play this stupid game. I
don't want to play their stupid game with them. I'll play their stupid game with other people.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. That's sometimes how I feel, and it helped a lot, you playing with Marshall. I think that was probably one of the biggest things that got me to play games I haven't wanted to.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah, thank you for chatting with me.
Thank you for playing Magic the Gathering. Thank you for acknowledging and saying the things that you have said. I hope that by saying them out loud, they will help you remember that you do like playing these games. You do appreciate my intensity. Do, I mean, just all the, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, awkward handshake. Give me a hug.
I love you. I love you too, Dad.
Okay. Go to bed. Go to bed. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you for hanging around for these 30 days of vlogs. I appreciate you watching these things. I will likely continue to edit these videos and put time and effort into making something more palatable. So, God bless you. Have a good day.